Be storyless by not jumping into thoughts. This is a deepening practice of seeing thoughts without believing them. The ego lives in thoughts. Its world is made entirely of concepts, stories, and commentary. Each time you jump into a thought, believing it, following it, identifying with it, you reinforce the illusion of a separate me. A Course in Miracles teaches, you do not know the meaning of anything you perceive. This practice helps you develop the skill of watching thoughts arise without believing they are true, without identifying with them, and without following them into story. In the gap between thought and belief, you step into the storyless self. Closing your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you can, just observing, letting it be. Now don't try to control your breath. Notice how the body seems to breathe itself. There's no me doing it. Now shift your attention to the space inside your awareness. Thoughts may already be moving, memories, plans, interpretations, questions. Do nothing about them, simply notice. Thoughts are just movements in awareness. They do not need your participation. Thoughts are like birds flying across the sky. They pass through, but they do not touch the sky itself. Imagine yourself as the sky of awareness. And every thought that arises is just a brief flicker in that sky. The Course in Miracles reminds us these thoughts do not mean anything. Not because they are bad, but because they are empty. They are echoes of the past or projections into the future. Each time a thought appears, say silently, This thought does not mean anything. This thought is not about me. Me, the awareness. Me, the true being. You, the real you, does not live inside a thought. Or even the body itself. When a thought arises, there is a moment, a small pause, before you choose to believe it or let it pass. The Course tells us this is an imperceptible moment, a choice you make to believe in illusions that is quite unconscious. The Course in Miracles says, decisions are continuous. You do not always know when you are making them because they are quite unconscious. Unaware habits, patterns, responses that have become so ingrained with the personality self. We do not know we are even making these choices. So we need a new teacher, a new way to respond to the world, which we are learning now. A thought may say in various different ways. It could be an emotion, words that you are hearing. Maybe the thought says, this shouldn't be happening. I need to figure this out. I can't handle this. Pause. Instead of grabbing the thought, simply watch it. Know that it doesn't mean anything. Know that you are simply watching a past thought. And it is not even there. You are not the thought. You are the awareness in which the thought appears. Without your belief, the thought is weightless. It drifts by like a cloud and disappears back into silence. Each time you catch yourself believing a thought and identifying with it, simply say, this thought does not mean anything. This thought is not real. This thought is not even mine. I do not even understand this thought. Then step back into silence, into your natural state, back into where your true self and the Holy Spirit abide, into the knowing of what you are and will forever be, unchanged, unchangeable. This thought does not mean anything. This thought is not even real. I remain as God created me. Stepping back into silence. Into your holy self. Let us discover what exists when you don't believe your thoughts. Let's go deeper now. What is here before thoughts arise? What is present when no story is being told? A Course in Miracles reminds us, heaven is not a place nor a condition, it is an awareness of perfect oneness. This awareness exists when the mind is silent, empty, and open. Feel the quiet before thought. Rest in the stillness between thoughts. Without jumping into the next idea, the next memory, the next story, what remains? What if the absence of mental chatter is not emptiness, but peace? The peace of God is here, not in thought, but in the silence that thought tries to cover. Let us now catch the ego in real time, practicing now with live thoughts. Each time a thought arises, pause. Do not fight it, do not analyze it. Simply ask, do I need to believe this? If I don't believe it, does anything bad happen? Do I need to believe this? If I don't believe it, does anything bad happen? You may notice how the thought floats by harmlessly when you do not climb inside it. Do I need to believe this? If I don't believe it, does anything bad happen? This is the secret. The ego lives only when you believe in its stories. Without belief, it has no ground to stand on. It simply fades away. You give it power by your interaction with it. You give it power by reacting to the thoughts. Do I need to believe this thought? If I don't believe it, does anything bad happen? This thought does not mean anything. The Course tells us you made the ego by believing in it, and you can dispel it by withdrawing belief from it. Do I need to believe this thought? If I don't believe it, does anything bad happen? As you watch the ego try to come up with new stories, remember, do I need to believe this thought? If I don't believe it, does anything bad happen? Stepping back into the stillness. However strongly or dimly, stepping back into the knowing of your oneness, your completion, your storyless self. Slowly bring your awareness back to the breath. Feel the breath rising and falling without a story about it. Gently open your eyes, but do not leave the stillness. Walk forward today with this commitment. I will not believe the thoughts that are not real. When thoughts arise, you are free to pause, smile, and say, "That's just a thought. I do not need to follow it. I do not need to fight it. It does not mean anything. I am as God created me. I am the stillness behind the thought." Walk through the world today as one who no longer jumps into illusions. Or maybe tonight and tomorrow. Whenever you're listening to this audio, thank you for joining me. Like it if it helped you. And thank you to all the members that join me live. Have a wonderful day or evening. And remember, you are as God created you. The stillness, the peace, the joy, the happiness that never changed, that never altered. The one being. Thank you.